I'm back! It's me, Maud, with Kaldi's Coffee, and today we are going to be talking about how to make a clean and sweet cup of coffee using this little weird contraption called the Aeropress. Let's go! As always, thank you so much for watching today. If you would like to see more videos like this, please hit the like and subscribe buttons below, and you'll be able to see more content in the future. Now, let's get started with a deep dive on the Aeropress. So let's first talk about the history of the Aeropress. The Aeropress was invented in 2005 by Alan Adler, an inventor and manufacturer of performance sports toys. Most notably, the Aeropress Pro Flying Ring, which received a Guinness World Record for farthest thrown object and still holds that record. While the Aeropress was invented in 2005, it didn't really catch on until several coffee professionals came together in 2008 and started the World Aeropress Championship. This competition still continues today in several different countries all around the world, and this competition has really contributed to developing a cult-like following for the Aeropress and making it so special to the coffee community. It's really known for its versatility, portability, indestructibility, and its easy cleanup time. So who is the Aeropress for? Everyone, and I'm gonna tell you why. If you're a newbie who has never tried any type of hand brew method before, you should try the Aeropress because it's really easy to use and you can probably make a great tasting cup of coffee even on the first try. But if you consider yourself an expert maybe who's tried all the different brew methods you can find, there are hundreds, if not thousands of different recipes for the Aeropress out there, and you can spend days, weeks, months, or years of your life experimenting with all of them. So obviously there's a lot out there surrounding the Aeropress, and it's a device that's beloved by the coffee community. At Kaldi's, it's no different. Our coffee nerds came together to figure out the best recipe for us to share with you today. They debated a lot, they cried a lot, they argued about the little things like grind size, coffee to water ratio, which coffee you're using, and even how much pressure you're applying when using the Aeropress. However, in the end, they came together with a recipe that's really clean and really sweet for a full immersion brew. So, we're gonna break this down piece by piece and get started on our brew method. For starters, you have your chamber, which we'll be dosing our coffee and water into. On that, you have a cap, which we'll put our filter in. From there, you have your piston, which we'll put on top to apply pressure and plunge our coffee. The Aeropress will also come with a funnel so that you can easily dose your coffee, and a paddle so that you can stir and agitate your coffee. For the Aeropress, they come with these filters, and it's $350 per pack, so this can last you months and months. Alright, so what else do you need to brew an Aeropress? First, you're gonna need hot water. We're using a gooseneck kettle today, but you can use any type of hot water kettle that you have at home, or even just putting water in a Pyrex glass and putting that in the microwave will get you what you need to brew an Aeropress. Next, we'll need a scale so that we can properly weigh out our coffee as well as how much water we're pouring. And finally, you'll need coffee. So today we're brewing with the Colombia or Nolfo Leguizamo. We're going to grind this fresh for our brew, but if you don't have a grinder at home, it's not required. So first, we're gonna start by weighing out our coffee. We're gonna be weighing out 15 grams using our scale. Now that we have that weighed out, we are going to grind it. So we have our ground coffee here. Next, we are going to put one Aeropress filter into the bottom of our cap and then attach the cap to the chamber. So now we're gonna place this right on top of our scale, add our funnel on top and tear it out. And then we'll be pouring our coffee right on top. What we're gonna do is pour 25 to 40 grams of water once we start our timer, and then we're gonna take our paddle tool and just do a light back and forwards motion, no more than 2 times, to evenly saturate all of the grounds with our water. Now, we're gonna pour up until the 225 mark. And take our piston, and we're just gonna slide that in from the side to secure it on top of our chamber. This is gonna create a vacuum, which you'll notice is why your coffee's gonna slowly stop dripping. After this, we're gonna wait until the 2-minute 30 mark, take our tool out once again and agitate it the exact same way as before, and from there we'll be ready to plunge and drink our Aeropress. While you're waiting, do a little dance. Secure the piston again, and now we're going to press. You're going to want to do it just with the weight of your arms, very gently and slowly. From there, we're done with our brew, so we can set this aside for when we clean up later. And now we're just going to take a quick break to let it cool down so that we can drink it. Oh, it's so good. It's got a nice acidity to it. It's not too overly complex or muddled in the flavors. You get a really clean sweetness and almost like an orangey acidity. All right, now that we're all finished up, let's walk through our cleanup process. So you're gonna grab your chamber, remove the cap and set that aside. Then you're just gonna press down on the top until your puck falls out below. Now that that's done, we're gonna grab our hot water and rinse off the end of our chamber. And then that's it. There's no other cleanup in this process. It's so easy to use. And I also hate cleaning up every time I brew, so this is ideal for someone like me. All right, that is the end of our cleanup and the end of our video. Thank you so much for watching us make an Aeropress today using a recipe that a lot of coffee nerds at Kaldi's worked really hard to create. Please comment below on whether you tried this recipe at home and really liked it, or any other recipes that you used for the Aeropress. We'll also include some links in the description below of some of the items we've used today. Thanks so much for watching. Again, I've been Maud, and we'll see you next time.